What's going on, guys? I'm showing you how to make some old school, like simple old school beats. And yeah, let's get into it. So for this beat right here, what I did was I went on to Looperman and I got this loop right here. And what I did was I just put some EQ on there, cutting out the lows so that there's space for the bass. Then just cutting out some frequencies that I didn't like. Put a bit of reverb on there, as you can see over here. I'd also always turn this low cut up a bit. And then after that, I just panned it a bit to the left. And this is how it sounds like. The next thing I did was I went into expand and I got this preset right here called bigger legato strings. What I did there was I put some EQ on there, cutting out the lows. Then I put some reverb on there that looks like this. Then I also put some fruity convolver on there, which also like works as a reverb. And as you can see, I only turned that up a little bit because that adds quite a lot of reverb, that convolver. And then last thing I did was I added some delay right here. Then I put down this pattern right here. I actually put down two patterns, so this is the first one. And the second pattern is this one right over here. They're pretty similar, just tiny difference. So as you can see, they're very similar, and yeah, that's all I really did for the melody. After that, I went straight to the drums, and as you can see up here, I got 3 different hi-hat patterns, so that's what I started off with. And when I'm making old school beats, I like to layer drums a lot. So here, as you can see, I have 3 different hi-hats layered, so I'll just go quickly through all of them. The first one sounds like this. After that, I added this hi-hat pattern right here. Then I added this hi-hat pattern right here. And all together, they sound like this. And so yeah, after I added that down, I added this snare right here. And it's just a simple snare. After I had that down, I put down this kick right here. I actually played it in with the MIDI, but then I quantized it after, which you can do by pressing Alt Q, and then you can press accept and it will quantize it. And yeah, this is how my kick sounds like. Then next up, I added this bass right here that is just following the root notes of the piano, and this is what it sounds like. Then I added this crash right here, just to like show every time the hook or the verse starts. This is how it sounds like. Then I added this shaker right here, just to add like a little perk in there, just to make it a bit more bouncy, just add a bit more effects in there, I guess. Just sounds better, this is how it sounds like. That actually had some reverb on there and some delay. And yeah, then another thing I added was this opener right here, and this is how it sounds like. And after that, I was pretty much done. The only thing I actually added after that was I just took the crash, reversed it, as you can see right here, turned it down to around 19%, and then this is how it sounds like.
Crazy.
As you can also see, I added this love filter automation clip in right here, and really how you do that is just, well, I put it on the master, but you can put it on whatever you want. But if you put it on the master, as you can see right here, and what I do is I just right click on this cut right here and press create automation clip. This will show up down here, and as you can see, I just did that for like the intro and for this little bridge over here, and it sounds like this.
ndjay, you're going crazy.
And so yeah, that's the whole beat right there. Let's just move on to the next one.
I need a one dance, got a Hennessy in my hand.
This next beat, what I did here, it's pretty similar layout for all my old school beats, but what I did again is I took this loop right here that I found, put some EQ on there again some reverb, same exact settings, like cutting out the lows for the bass, cutting out some frequency that I didn't like, put a bit of reverb on there again, cutting out the lows of the reverb and just adding a tiny bit right there. This time I panned it a bit to the right, and this is how it sounds like. As you can see, again, I layered 2 hi-hat patterns this time, not 3. The first one sounds like this. And the second one sounds like this. And together they sound like this. Then I added a snare. Next up, I added this kick right here, and once again I did the same thing as before. I played it in with the MIDI and then just quantized it again by pressing Alt Q, and this is how it sounds like. Then I added a bass to that, and again just following the root notes, and this is how it sounds like. After I had that down, I added this open hat right here, just a simple open hat that comes at the start and in the middle, and this is how it sounds like. After I had that down, I added another open hat and just one on its own, and this is how it sounds like. Then I added one last open hat, and it comes at the end, and this is how it sounds like. After I had that, I went in over to Arcade, and I ended up adding this sound right here from Arcade, from Hooked, called Top Shelf. And what I put on there was some EQ cutting out the lows and the highs, some reverb, some delay, some fruity convolver, and love filter. I put down this pattern right here, and it ended up sounding like this. Then I added this shaker right here. As you can see, I played a lot with velocity, makes it sound more bouncy, and I just added that in, and it sounds like this. That shaker actually did have some reverb and some delay on there. You might have heard it. Again, it makes it just sound more bouncy. And yeah, the last thing I actually did was I just took that snare that I already added before and just added it again in between to like make a counter snare. And that was already it. That was pretty much the full beat right there. What I did at the start was I like to also just play with the drums, you know, just make them sound cooler by like, I don't even know how to explain it, just cut up those, so just cut up the sample as well, and then play it like behind each other. I don't know what I'm explaining, just have a listen. You can just check out the full beat in the description down below. The layout is also in the timestamps. And yeah, so yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any suggestions of what else you want to see on the channel, also let me know. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, peace.